Dans les premières semaines où je suis arrivé, j'ai rencontré les employés, les superviseurs, les managers, et beaucoup d'entretiens, beaucoup d'écoute, comme vous m'avez conseillé. Et beaucoup de personnes, en parallèle du travail, faisaient des cours du soir, allaient à l'université, faisaient des MBA. Et alors ça m'a tout de suite surpris, parce qu'en France, traditionnellement, quand on fait ses études, on s'arrête parfois à l'université, et après, généralement, on retourne très rarement sur les bancs de l'école pour apprendre à nouveau des choses. C'est assez rare. Et donc j'ai demandé aux personnes, mais ici je suis très surpris qu'il y ait beaucoup de personnes qui, en parallèle du travail, font leurs études. Et une personne m'a dit, écoutez, Monsieur Guillot, le Brésil est un pays en développement. J'ai dit, oui, ça, c'est un fait. Et moi, je veux étudier, parce que je veux être au top du pays qui va se développer et pouvoir me développer en parallèle du pays.
There will be certain problem areas and problem timings, and you should always take the necessary precautions. But I think it is really overstated.
For myself, since I was here, I have no experience of the dangerous situation in terms of securities. So, yeah. Now, in terms of securities, I have to say it's a little bit more dangerous than the capital of Korea, Seoul. But still, I feel safe to live in the Sao Paulo.
Healthcare in Brazil is just one of these things in the major cities that is just sort of off the charts. It's a real actual surprise when people come from outside of Brazil and learn about, for example, the services that you can get at a hospital like Einstein. They're really world class, outstanding. I have a very personal experience with Einstein, not only that my children were born there, but my wife had a stroke this year in March, a life-threatening situation. She had a brain aneurysm. She's fully recuperated, she's fine, she had no side effects, she's back to work and she's beautiful and healthy. But basically, because of the healthcare, the response from the emergency ward all the way through, and she had surgery, brain surgery, to clip the aneurysm that she had at Einstein saved her life.
Avant, j'allais à l'hôpital américain de Paris, et je trouve que le Albert Einstein est mieux que l'hôpital américain de Paris.
Let me give some quote from my colleague who was with me to the business trip to Korea, South Korea. Yeah. Once he arrived in Seoul, the capital of Korea, South Korea, and he says that, "Oh my God, the traffic jam is the same as Sao Paulo. Traffic jam is the same. I believe everywhere in the world, in some big metropolitan city. So I feel any difference between my home country and here in Brazil in terms of the traffic." Telecommunication with telephone or cell phone, I believe there is no big difference. The quality is good. It's a little bit more expensive compared to Korea, but I believe it's still good quality and good price.
The lifestyle in Brazil, again, coming from me that I spent most of my adult life here, I think is wonderful.
So I think quality of life, great. Variety of cuisine, variety of cultures, lots of arts, not just in Sao Paulo, but also in Rio, Curitiba, Brasilia, other major cities in the country. But what I would say is that quality of life is not a problem, it's mainly the pricing. And the simple fact is, most people, when they look at Brazil, the image they have in their head is a fairly unrealistic one. And I came here with no image, but even then, when I arrived here 2 years ago in Guarulhos, I was quite taken aback. I did not expect Sao Paulo to look the way it did. I think it was a lot more developed and cosmopolitan than I had expected. As we discussed earlier, infrastructure is good, where you can get great manpower, and where there's a more international mindset and more regional mindset.
I feel, since I was here, I feel the progress of Brazil can be sensed by me from everybody's speech, action, and it makes some kind of air in Brazil. So when I go out for a business trip out of the Brazil, and whenever I come back here in the Guarulhos airport, I feel like something is growing here. Something is very active and something is very positive. So that kind of thing is very can be compared to that of the other countries such as United States and UK. That's a developed country already. So it's very hard to feel that they are so active, they are so progress, and they are so positive. So Brazil is now growing up, and now Brazil is achieving many targets they already set.